or even Iran and things like that. Why? Because we have not been able to develop our hard power in the way and the direction. We are a very huge army. We are a very, very highly professional army. But we are not where we ought to be. It has got a great importance, and you require the hard power not because you have got any extraterritorial ambitions, but you have got to have that the power of deterrence. That is the power which provides the stability, that provides that steel armor under which your economy, your industry, your human resource development, your people, this thing, even your democracy can sustain and survive. In the absence of that power, probably they don't have that armored cover to protect it. And for the hard power, get out of the Indian mindset of centuries, always preparing for yesterday's war. When we started this thing, we thought that, well, somebody had come to our this thing with the satraps, and we lost the war because our horses did not have the satraps, and we were only this thing on the blankets. So we got the satraps. By the time that they had come, they had also got the reins, and they had got this thing like that. We were a step behind that. We were ready for the war if yesterday's war had to take place. No Second World War type of war is going to be fought anymore now. There's a new type of war. Wars increasingly are becoming ineffective instruments and cost-ineffective instruments of achieving your political objectives. We are getting into the crowded wars through other means. We are fast going towards the fourth generation warfare. Fourth generation warfare will be the warfare against the invisible enemies. It will be the Soviets who will get defeated in Afghanistan, despite the fact that in total power of the hard power, the economic power, the technological power of Soviets were much higher than of the Mujahideens. Or the Viet Congs could probably oust the Americans. So, just because superior weapons, superior communications, superior budgets, larger size of the army will make it winnable is not necessarily true. Not that it's not required, but probably much more is required. And we will have to think in terms of this thing, that what will be the future wars like. They may be the contactless wars. Technology may take over that much. That is something that we should be preparing and heavily investing in seeing how we can do that technological excellence in our warfare. And I think it is these type of the ideas which the new government has tried to form. We have got various things. There's a whole reorganization of the National Security Council Secretariat, where we have got a one vertical only on the science and technology. That is how we built our science and technology capabilities to meet our futuristic requirements. Covert warfare. And covert warfare can take many forms. Now, if you have got to influence a nation, and if after you fight a war, so that that country behaves the way you want it, if you can put your government there, or the people whom you would like to be there, that also is like winning a war. If you can use the cyber system to see that in the American government or in the American system, you can do that. At least these type of experiments, whether they succeed or fail today, tomorrow they may succeed. How much of a vulnerability we have got? This is a type of warfare. That is, you can install the governments or make the governments fall by the power of technology. That is the covert warfare. There can be a covert warfare to hit your economy, to deteriorate your labor relations, to influence your media policy, to have the disinformation for disruption, to distinguish your cyberspace, your entire megadata, your entire information that is being now collected and now there is in the big mega platforms. If that is destroyed, India's lot of asset is destroyed. And then I think